Hi, it's me, Roger, doing another update. It's Jeep day. You know, as usual, you got a Jeep, old Jeep, you got things to work on, and while it's old, it's easy to work on. Getting in there with big hands and stuff like that is not the easiest thing to do. So anyway, I had developed kind of a stumble on takeoff on the Jeep, and I kind of knew that, since it was my father's, he had probably never changed the spark plugs. I had read a different forums, everybody talking about throttle position sensor, distributor wires, one fuel filter, one thing after another. But when you develop a misfire or stumble on something like that, and especially if you know the history of the vehicle, always trying to go to the most commonsensical thing I think it would be, especially if something is at that age developing one. So anyway, I got new spark plugs, and I'm going to kind of show you the tools and what I had and stuff like that. So anyway, here's the tool set I use. I got a nut driver, got a 5/16 to take off the air duct, get it out of the way. This is a 7/16 to take off the distributor wire thing that lays out and holds the distributor wires, basically not needed. An assortment of extensions, 5/8 spark plug socket with the rubber insert helps hold it in there. Universal joint, flex head ratchet, long nose pliers. Yes, the only thing I can say is when a spark plug you're trying to thread one in, or an old one falls out, it's easy to reach down there and pull it out or something like that. And this right here, because the age of the vehicle and everything else, I could not get the boots off by hand. So everybody had recommended online was to get some spark plug boot pliers. So anyway, I found these offset ones. I wish that I had gotten a little longer version of them as reaching down in there. But I also bought this pair also. I was afraid I might need these, so I ordered both of them, this one and this one. I haven't opened this one. I'll probably return this since it's not used. But even with these, man, you reach in there and you grab a hold of that boot, you really got to put some stuff on there, especially with a Jeep that's got like, 80 to 90,000 miles in the original stuff. It was kind of hard to pull off. Anyway, as I'd mentioned, I had developed a stumble, so I was kind of anxious to see what the plugs look like when I got them out. So anyway, this is the plugs right here. As you can see, that gap is huge. The gap spec on these plugs for the 4-liter Jeep is 35 thousandths. And I'm going to kind of show you where this comes up on my spark plug gap tool right here. It is at almost 70 thousandths. So that's basically double the required gap. As you can see, no wonder. I'm surprised it even fired at all and ran down the road. I mean, one of the spark plugs broke. I dropped it and stuff, but the electrodes are almost gone, the tips, every one of them. So got them all changed out. It's running a little better, runs nice and smooth, so I'm going to take it for a spin. And God bless you guys. If you got a Jeep, you're going to get good with tools and working on stuff. So anyway, spend some time with it, get to know it, especially since it's going to be kind of like your little hobby and your little baby. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all. God bless.